right. Hope you had a nice day today. Hope you had a nice weekend as we get back into the swing of things. Uh, just wanted to make a quick announcement that it is open house this week. So if you've been curious about checking out the room, seeing what it's like in real time, this is your week to do it. All right. So you've probably already gotten a link in your email, but you can also check out the T3 site to sign up and join us for the week. Trade with us all week. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and get started into today's market wrap. Good afternoon. This is Ifan from the Strategic Day Trader, and this is your market wrap for June 21st, 2021. Came into today with a neutral bias. Okay, we had the Qs, which were remaining bullish, but the IWM, let's get to the hourly here, had started this downtrend here, and then SPY looked like it was going to also attempt a downtrend. Okay, it had broken the uptrend, but had yet to confirm. Okay, so because we had Qs, SPY, and IWM at kind of different parts of the spectrum as far as bullish or bearish, we came in today neutral. Really wanted to see what we were going to get. And even in anticipation, if we did turn bearish, we talked about how all this stuff here to the left, right, was not going to be an easy area for us to get through. So even if we did turn bearish, it was going to be pretty difficult. Well, it didn't really matter, I think, as far as what we got today, because we saw a little bit of rotation, SPY bullish, IWM bullish, and Qs as well. So we talked about this in the morning as well, with what we were getting in the morning. I said the good thing is here is, even though we started today with a bit of a neutral bias, we'll know by the afternoon, right? So if you're with me this morning while we were trading, I said this is where the bearishness should start. We've closed this gap, right? If we were going to do a lower high, this is about where it should happen, in this area. Now, why is it seemingly unlikely that'll probably happen? Because we had an igniting move to start. Okay, that's why this green bar was highlighted. Highlighted this when we were discussing the market this morning. So we got that on the SPY, IWM. Same thing, igniting bar into this area if we are going to produce a lower high. So now IWM no longer bearish, a little bit more neutral. SPY is actually looking more bullish now. It's like a daily buy setup here, a little bit deep, but retest of support. And then Qs, of course, remains bullish above the 20 MA on the daily still, and then also on the hourly. Nice pullback there on the hourly. Okay, so going into tomorrow, bullish. IWM is the least bullish of them at the moment, but Qs and SPY are both looking bullish, and the more that you zoom out, the more bullish they get. Okay, all right, so that clears things up for tomorrow. If we get some kind of reversal of today's price action, we can start to talk about what to look for to be bearish, but we would have to get that first. So we'd have to have a clear reversal of today's move up. Okay, so, and then after that, we can start to, unfortunately, even if we just get that, it's a little bit too early to be bearish right away, because what that's going to look like is we're going to have red, green, red, and so we'll have to wait until we get some kind of base first, or if we get follow through the next sell setup before we can be bearish. Otherwise, it's probably going to be more like sloppy back and forth. Then we should probably be more neutral than bearish. Okay, we'll deal with that if that happens. All right, let's get into today's plays. Started off here, gave you numbers on the AVXL, nice gap. What I like most about this was the room up above. Okay, had a lot of room up above. Gave you an idea on this. It was just a dollar stop about. It was this pullback here in the morning, and then turned into a base. So it was just a breakout. It was 2540 by 2440. So it was this hit right here. Okay. And then once it was up about an R, so you can take half, right? Makes it kind of a free play. Ended up giving a little over 2 Rs, about 2.5. Okay, so not too bad on the AVXL. Eventually, it did trail tried to put in this like 15-minute pivot and then failed on the 15-minute pivot. Okay, and then kind of stayed weak. So had a nice morning run and then wasn't maintained there, probably because daily's a little bit extended, but nice little start there. The next play was the MOS. MOS gave this a shot as a 2-minute, 5-minute kind of base here, right here. Okay. This one got started. We did get it new highs on this, but then failed. Okay, so it looked like it was going to hold maybe. We got that little pivot, but then right here, that's where, we got out. Well, at least I got out. And then, didn't revisit it because after that, the trend was over. So that was the MOS. It's okay on the MOS. The setup wise, maybe we get some more follow through. I thought this had a little bit more room. I talked about in the room too. I was, trying to get something in the CF, but the CF never really gave an entry. So that was the problem. I thought the CF relative strength was clear. They're the same sector. That's why I'm comparing the two. And I just couldn't really get an entry. So I went after the MOS, and the MOS did not work. And then the play of the day was from Sammy on the Wish. Okay, the Wish. Nice daily here, right? Daily. Did the retracement and now set up this base over the base. He played it just as a 1, 2, 3 here. See this? Ignites. There's your mostly inside bar. Okay, played it over there and then trailed the whole thing up, I think, at 1340 or so. Okay, so nice little play there on the Wish. Okay, pretty nice follow through there. It was starting to accelerate, so he took the whole thing there on the Wish. So that was the best play of the day there. And then for the afternoon, kind of a nice little play here on the AYTU. Okay, played this little breakout. Did have to live through this pullback. Okay, so had to live through this pullback, but then finally got the first target there. And then the last piece trailed out off the hourly for basically break even. Okay, so those were the plays. We give you the numbers ahead of time. We give you the targets ahead of time before they trigger, to also what the stop is going to be before they trigger, so you know what the reward to risk that we're aiming for is. You can put it in the order yourself, and then we also let you know how we're managing it. Okay, so like something on the Wish, which started off at 1.15-minute bar by bar because it was moving pretty nicely. Then when it got closer to target, right, then we trailed even tighter and eventually did trail there. Okay, so hopefully those of you that were part of the room today and are new kind of got a feel for things, see kind of what we're looking for, but also how we communicate it, how we communicate the trades, right? And even better, hopefully you took some of them and made some money on them. Okay, but if you're still getting the hang of things, be patient. We have all week to take advantage of the plays, so no need to rush. Okay, all right, that's going to do it for today's market wrap. Hope you did well today. We'll be back at it tomorrow, and I'll talk to you then. Have a good evening.